Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for April 11th, 2016. For your Monday, we're going to have a cold front situated to our west area, low pressure that's going to try to develop along that boundary. It's going to give us an unsettled couple of days here, but it's not going to be a total washout for both days. Just a portion of both days, which should be raining, and it's favoring the morning hours on both occasions. Well, depending where you live, it looks like most of the concentrated activity ends up further to northwest. Let's go over to the NAM high-res future simulated radar. We'll start this off very early in the morning. This is looking at 2 a.m. on Monday. So this is obviously going back in time from when most of you are looking at the video. The showers are moving across the area from west to east. Pretty concentrated earlier on, but then it looks like we're going to get more widely scattered throughout the morning. And then we get into even more isolated as we get into early afternoon. So might be just some isolated stuff just still lingering. May even have a few breaks of sun in some places in the afternoon. It's going to depend on how quickly these showers dissipate. I don't think it's a total washout in the afternoon either way, so just some hit or miss showers, more isolated variety in the afternoon. And then as we get into Tuesday, we get, again, another area of showers come in earlier in the morning. And here's that line of showers where the actual cold front moving through, and that's going to be moving through, again, late morning. This is looking at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, and this is looking at late afternoon on Tuesday. You can see just for our further southeast area, still under the influence of that, still in the influence of the cold front without it moving through yet. So we do think this is going to move through, and you're going to get some clearing from northwest to southeast pretty quickly here on Tuesday afternoon. And skies will become partly cloudy from northwest to southeast as well. So it should improve, and then after that we're going to get into some pretty good weather here as we get into the later stretch of the week. Going past this point here in the globals, here's a look at Tuesday with that cold front moving through in the morning. Then it sinks further to the southeast. Some models are more aggressive with how fast it moves through. What I was just showing you before, the future simulated radar was on the short-range NAM, so it's a toss-up between what the globals are showing. Timing's a little bit off between those two, and then the high pressure that's building up over here over the Great Lakes will move to the southeast across our coverage area and set up for a nice couple of days. Actually going to be situated primarily to our north. But we will have warming temperatures this week. Wednesday, we're going to get back to, call it slightly below normal temperatures for this time of year. And then Thursday, I think we go slightly above for a day. And then we're just hanging around normal the rest of the week. One of the things we're going to be looking at this week is for an omega block to set up. And it doesn't mean much for our coverage area here other than we're going to have to keep, as a result of that, there's going to be a lot of cutoff systems, one out in the western United States. And another one is going to be offshore here we have to keep an eye on. For late in the week. Right now, it's there's too much model variance and volatility as far as how it handles this feature. But you see what it's doing. It brings it up the coast here, and then it retrogrades it backwards toward the coast. You see that? It was just started off down here, and this feature literally is going to take a path something like this, and it start to do a little loop and start coming back down like this. We'll have to keep an eye on it because the time it would come closest to our region would be Friday and Saturday. So we'll have to see what that does here. But you can see it just loops up and comes back down over eastern New England. May affect our eastern areas of New Jersey here with a passing shower here in the Friday-Saturday time frame. Yesterday's model guidance was a little bit more aggressive with this, bringing rain further inland. Again, it's a very tough call with these cutoff systems and retrograding systems to see what that's going to do. But it will be close enough in the vicinity to at least keep an eye on it. But either way, it doesn't think it's right now. It doesn't look like it's going to ruin any plans. And one thing we are looking at as we get into next week, as we get into Monday, we're going to have a pretty nice warm up. It looks like temperature going to get up closing into the 70-degree mark as we get into early next week. So you will get a warm up, even if it's just temporary for a couple days. We're getting the 70s. It's a far cry from what we just had recently, especially on Saturday with that late season snow that surprised many people. I don't think we'll be dealing with snow for the rest of the year, at least not until we get to next winter, later in the year, meaning December of next year, hopefully. We should be getting back into the swing of things with the growing season. Some very high optimism for the very end of this month. Last week of April into May of going into above normal temperatures. So we're keeping our fingers crossed for that so we can get back into normal spring temperatures at that time. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for April 11th, 2016. Have a great Monday.